We have some phenomenal connective receiving energy coming at us. I want to talk really deeply today about how to allow yourself to receive and be received, how to allow yourself to do the deep healing, the deep inner reflection in order for everything to move through you, with you, for you. So I do have my cards. We're going to do an energy pull at the end. When you arrive, let me know what platform you're on. Hit me in the comments with where you're from. What platform are you on? YouTube? Are you on Facebook? What are we doing? And I know I feel a little bit glitchy right now. So I think it's because my internet is buried in about 4 feet of snow. Like I'm in Ontario right now and I have snow up to my armpits. It's crazy. I spent over just my back deck. It took me over an hour to get all the snow off yesterday. It was really awesome sauce. Loved it. Loved it. It was like a workout before my workout. Okay, so let's have a big chat. So make sure you hit me in the comments. My comments, oh, there they are. They're working. Ah, hello, love. They didn't work last week. I have something really beautiful that I want to share with you. And I really want to talk about this energy and what we're going through right now from the UK. Hello, Colorado, all of the things. Okay. Are you ready? So I recorded the energy forecast for next week. I did that this morning. And this was the first card that actually came out. And then when I was shuffling the cards for the live today, because I just wanted to know, like, what are we going to talk about? How can I be of service? Is always what I do when I come to the table. And the same card came out, the exact same card about the overall theme of the week. So I want to talk to what's happening, how to navigate it, what we're going to do about it, and then I'm going to share something that I've written. So we're going to share poetry again, because I think that this is a timeline where fuck man, we're going through it. We're going through it really big. We're closing doors. January, February, like we're moving into February's energy. And January was getting clear. Oh my gosh, getting clear on what doesn't serve us, what needs to move out of our experience, what is asking to move aside so that we can create newness, create opportunities, doors opening for us. So January was clarity. February is action. It is really doing the dive, doing the work, removing what doesn't serve you. It is closing the effing doors so that March we can open. We don't even have to open them. They're going to open for us. We have a lot of opportunity coming at us in March. So this is what this year looks like. January it's clarity. February closed doors, March doors open. April is receiving, restoring, integrating, and then the cycle happens all over again. So what's that? March, April. Oh my God, I can't even talk right now. April, May, closing doors, June, opening, July, resting, August, September, closing doors, November, doors opening, December, integrating. It is a really powerful year. And each year we have moving forward. So from September 27th, 2025, and we're going to be going through these cycles. So 2026 is all about letting go of what doesn't serve you internally, externally. A lot of us are walking away from relationships. A lot of us are walking away from toxic family, old jobs, but more so the habits that don't serve us. And then brand new doors open. And I am the chick who goes and does it first for some reason, part of my purpose. So I go in and do it first. And then I know what not to do. It's like baby deer on ice trying to figure out how to fucking walk, let me tell you. And I'm like, oh, okay, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. This is what it is. And I have had the most powerful, transformative month of my life. January has changed me so fully to the point now where I'm having. So I channel the Galactic Council of Divine Sovereignty. Let's go off into Starseed for half a second. I'm going to come back and drop that for those of you that aren't really in that thing. But I've had the Divine Council of Sovereignty. I've been channeling them my whole life. And it's 13 main civilizations with a support of 11 civilizations. So there's 24 civilizations, and they work also side by side with starborn companions. So we've got etheric dragons, astral whales, astral wolves. So we've got like the mermaid realm, we've got the unicorn, the Pegasus, the phoenix, the dragon realm, the etheric dragon, like all of the things. So they're working in hand in tandem with them. And so I've been moving through these transformations of closing the doors to what does not serve me within my own damn self. So first it was bye bye marriage, bye bye all the things. And then it was like removing the people out of my life that just were not allowing me because of my own stupid shit. We'll get into that that were not allowing me to thrive. Those that wanted to like energy vampire me or take from me or expect from me or demand from me and not level up and match me. Those that didn't want to do the inner work or the inner reflection in order for me to fully thrive. But then my own stupid stuff, right? So realizing that I was carrying the weight of the world on my shoulders. I had deep fears that if I wasn't juggling everything, that things would fall apart. That's what we're going to talk about in half a minute here. I had fears that rest was lazy, sacred rest wasn't allowed, that I had to still be manifesting, still being the intentional creator instead of allowing life to move through me, with me, for me. So as I've been letting go of these limitations within myself, and I've been really vulnerable. So there's 2 podcasts up on YouTube right now. Permission Slip with myself and Karen. We talk, there's a lot of, probably too much. I think I overshare, but it is what it is. And then Diamond in Her Rough is a series that I just started where I'm sharing kind of what I'm moving through and what not to do and what to do with the energy. And then, of course, we have the energy forecast. So um, there's lots of content there for you. So please go check that out. I would love the support in you subscribing and helping me grow that platform, but no pressure. Only do what feels right for you. It's not about that, but it does really help me. So thank you. Okay. So with all of that, what's happened as I'm removing these inner blockages, I had this portal open. So if you've read my book, I talk about the portal that I went through way back, like in my 30s, that opened up in my living room. Galactic Council came in. So if you've read this, it's on Amazon. You know what I'm talking about. But I had it happen again with the whole Council of Divine Sovereignty. And I shared a bit of that poetry called The Ring. So that's up on different platforms right now, where my grandmother, who is Lemurian priestess energy, came through this portal along with a whole lot of other things. And I had the Lemurian council activation in my body. And I swear my cheekbones got higher. Like it's almost too much that I'm wearing my hair for 2 reasons. I'm wearing my hair a little bit differently to kind of like hold them back a bit because they're so like so predominant right now. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's Lemurian energy. Also, one of the things I'm going to talk about is working with your teenage self. And this is how I wore my hair in high school. Like the side part, the Jennifer Aniston cut, the like. So we're just letting her live today, my teenage self. But we'll talk about that in a little bit. So you're going to have, as we close doors internally, you have more expansion, you have more connection, more downloads, more activations, more clarity, more everything starts to arrive for you. And it's all in alignment with the energy right now. So I want to talk about like what to do and how to do that. And first, what I want to do is read you one of my poems. All right, let's go into it. Thank you for all the feedback with the last one. I really appreciate the support. I've been writing poetry my whole life as like a journal thing that I do. And I've never thought to even share it. I don't know why. I would just write it and then I'd put it on the shelf and be like, okay, I'm done with that. Like lesson learned, moving on. So I just started sharing it a little while ago and I thank you for all of the love and support with it. So here we go. We're going to read one. Ready? Because we are moving into sacred lioness energy. Those that identify as female, we are becoming the sacred lioness and understanding what sacred rest is. So we'll get into that. So let me just read this for you, okay? It's called Walk With Me. All right. I sent it to one of my sisters and she cried. So let me know how it resonates. This is very vulnerable, very, very vulnerable to read my poetry live. But here we go. Walk with me. She thought strength meant doing it all herself. The work, the emails, the bills, the decisions no one else wanted to make. Laptop glow at midnight, dinner gone cold beside her. One more thing, always one more thing. The woman everyone called capable, the one who never dropped the ball, so she didn't. She carried everything, calendar packed, jaw tight, heart sprinting. Rest felt lazy, slowing down felt dangerous. If I stop, it all falls apart. So she kept going. Answered messages half asleep, cried quietly in bathrooms, said, I'm fine, like a reflex. Juggling a life no one ever saw her holding until one day, nothing dramatic, she just couldn't. Sat on the edge of the bed, stared at the wall, too tired to perform strength anymore. No fixing, no pushing, just breath. In, out, in the space between. She waited for everything to collapse without her. It didn't. The world kept turning. Emails waited, the sky stayed. Life didn't punish her, and something inside her cracked open. She was never meant to carry it all. She was meant to be carried. Slow wasn't failure. Slow was power. Only the afraid rush. Only the unworthy prove. Nothing truly meant for you requires you to chase it. Now she moves differently, leaves space, lets life come closer, lets herself rest. And when another woman rushes past her, arms full, apologizing for needing air, she reaches for her hand and whispers, "Walk with me." And for the first time, it feels like settling down, setting everything down, like exhaling, like finally. Thank you, Paula. So I have over 47 years, but more specifically, this timeline that we're in right now. Every morning I'm journaling and what's going on, what's going on, what's going on. And one of the things that I'm revamping is my relationship with rest. What does that actually look like for me? I'm a little girl who had to be pushed. I'm a little girl who was harmed if she was still, right? I had heavy expectations on my shoulders. And whether it was extreme like that or go in your room and be quiet, get out of sight, whether it was emotional abandonment or emotional neglect, we started operating in a way to keep ourselves safe. We started operating in a fashion of, if I show you that I'm capable of giving this to you, maybe you could let me it. So we push and we push and we strive and we take care of our family, we take care of our children, we take care of our partners, we take care of our home. We get the to-do list, we write the grocery list, we do the grocery shopping, we do the cooking, we do the cleaning. Maybe not all of those things, but we feel we have to be a participant. And if our partner is doing it, oh, we better jump in and support. I had this defining moment um, where this poem came through me, where we have a lot of snow and my driveway is big and Lord help me. Like, I don't have time to be out there 3 hours, and my back certainly doesn't want to be doing that. And so in my mind, I'm drinking my coffee. I'm honoring my rest in the morning. I give myself a full hour of drinking coffee, journaling, relaxing, no agenda, just music and whatever wants to move through me. Every single morning, an hour, sometimes 2. 2 is a good day. I love that. And a friend came and started snow blowing the driveway while I was in my rest time. And everything in me wanted to jump up, put on my boots, my toque, my coat, my mitts, and go outside and help and be like, "Oh no, like they're doing this," like this little panic moment. Anybody resonate with that? Where it was like, "Oh, I can't let them do that all for me because it's a lot." Like that's 2 hours minimum of removing snow in the areas that it need to be removed in. It was a lot of snow. And so I'm sitting there and I'm panicking. And I'm like, "Wait, this is still your journaling time. Let's just honor this and see what you're moving through." And what I realized through all of that was I was still holding guilt in and around rest, shame in and around rest, shame in the belief, the hidden, deep belief that it's my role to support whatever's going on if it involves my space. And that's that little girl in me who said, "You're not safe to rest. You're not safe to just be. And you're certainly not safe to have someone support you fully." I was like, whoa, that can't happen anymore. We're not doing that. So I let myself be uncomfortable and sit in my fucking chair with my coffee and continue to journal and continue and look at the window and watch this amazing supportive person clearing out my driveway for me. And I didn't have to over dramatize the thank you or the gratitude. It was, that meant so much to me. Thank you. Just one simple, that's it. And so this poem moved through me because I know I'm not the only one. And this is what we're doing right now. This is what we're doing right now. We are reflecting. We are looking at ourselves and letting universal flow move through us, with us, for us. We are ascending spiritually, if you want to use that term. I just think it's evolution, but we are ascending spiritually into a level of humanity that no longer has to participate in the forward movement, but instead sacred rest in a is a mind fuck. That is a massive mind fuck. That is so uncomfortable for I don't know anyone who's just like, "Yep, I got this. Bring it." Like, we get, "What do I do? Where's the evidence? Where's the this? Where's the that?" And so in Starseed Rebellion, our membership platform, God, you guys are amazing. I've been in the things in there, I've been sharing quite a bit about my journey and how I'm restoring a different relationship with my life, with myself, with receiving love, money, time, luxury, all those things. I'm revamping a lot. So I share a lot of information in there. And poetry is pouring through me right now because I'm connected to you. I'm walking with you. We're walking this path together. And it's so beautiful because it leads to me seeing a lot of you in my meditations, right? I get to connect with you. So a whole bunch of women, powerful, powerful women who are feeling exactly what that poem says. The like, oh God, what are we doing here? About 20 something of you showed up, and I know 15 of you are meant to work with me right now. So the your higher self, your soul energy showed up in my soul energy in a meditative state. I was like, "Oh, hey sis. Hey babe, you ready to put it down? Are you really ready to put it down and walk with me? I want to show you how to do this." So I opened up some containers. Friday sold out right away. Saturday has one seat left. And Thursday, I think, has two seats left. So you can go to diamondo.com. It's called When You're Tired of Carrying It All, if that resonates. But this is our opportunity right now. Your opportunity right now is to let go, to have these moments that I'm having in my poetry, to have these moments of putting it all away and being. We're morphing into the only term that I can find that I am comfortable with in my ego damn self is the sacred lioness. I feel like sovereignty is overused. It's misused. I feel like goddess is misused. I feel like queen is overdone. I don't want to be a queen. Like, fuck that. I have been jokingly calling it my princess era or my soft era, which kind of, but now I'm realizing as I'm discovering these pieces inside myself that these limitations, these fears of it's my job to lead, or it's like, fuck that. No, it's my job to walk and to walk beside you. It's my job to help them. It's my job to help them reflect, to help them see. It's my job to keep things together. It's my job to keep the schedule going float like easy. It's my job to be on. It's my job to It's not. The sacred lioness is a warm, beautiful nap in the sun without, I'm aware of what's going on, but I'm going to nap in the sun. Oh, when I need to take care of the things, I will know. And I don't need to hunt 24/7. I don't need to be going after prey 24/7. And I certainly don't need to be planning my next prey or the next thing that I need to receive. I don't need to be like, okay, I caught a zebra. Where's the next zebra? I'll just keep my eye on that one so it doesn't get too far away. So that way, when this one's all consumed and used up and everybody's had what they need from it, I can just go and get it because I know exactly where it is. Like, that's ludicrous. That's not sacred. I've learned that life comes to me. And I've had so many epiphanies that I can't wait to share with these intimate groups. They're very small groups. It's only groups of 5, so nobody gets lost. And it's like conversation with me and 5 other powerful women. And we're gonna move through things together, and you're all gonna resonate. It's amazing. I can't wait to share this space. It is understanding that we our new wave, the new thing that we are, is the sacred being who allows life to create through you, with you, for you. for itself. I want you to think about the universal flow, right? Like it wants to create through you. So we've been kind of doing it backwards. I've taught for so long. So this is the next, it's not that we're doing it backwards. It's just the new evolved thing. So you guys all remember the octopus analogy, right? That I've been sharing for like over a year. So imagine like this octopus with a beautiful, glowy, purple, smoky octopus with billions of tentacles. And it's wearing a puppet on each tentacle. And the puppets are intermingling and they're playing and they're talking and they're loving and they're doing all the things, right? All these puppets are part of the collective. And remembering that you were the octopus wearing the puppet is step one. But now where I'm at is the full embodiment of the octopus creating through the puppet. So the puppet isn't required to do anything except for receive the highest possible outcome right now. So if octopus is universe, God, source, energy, it wants to create. It wants to create. It doesn't want to be suppressed. It doesn't want to be half-ass. It doesn't want to be ish. It doesn't want to be low vibrational. It doesn't want to be lack. That's not its nature. Its nature is all encompassing, all high vibration, compassion, love, joy, prosperity, thriving energy. And it wants to be unlimited. It wants to move through a gateway that has no restriction whatsoever. And that is what we are becoming, is the gateway that it is moving through. And the only way for you to have that happen is for you to truly embody sacred rest, being the sacred lioness. That's phase one. And so for you to do that, you've got to understand the hidden dark corners in yourself that say, it's my role. It's for you to understand that your nervous system, so the part of this evolutionary process or this ascension is your nervous system actually becoming a sacred space. Your nervous system right now is a protector and it's becoming the director. So we're moving from protector to director with the sacred nervous system. I'm hosting the most beautiful retreat. It's already in motion. You can't sign up for it. But holy damn, anybody in that retreat, please throw in the comments if it's like changing you the way I know it's changing you. Please let me know. Like, tell me how much you love it. It's incredible. I'm going to rerun it again in May, but this evolution with the second wave, right? So the evolution of our nervous system, you have to understand how to calm the nervous system down so that you can find these limitations, these little itty bitty things that you were taught to be in order for you to not be harmed. And that's the truth. I was taught, hold it all together. I was taught, shut your fucking mouth. I was taught, stay out of sight or you're going to get beat. I was taught that all of these responsibilities are your things. I was taught at a really young age that you have this much money and nobody's going to support you. At 13, buying everything that I required for my like feminine products, shampoo, school stuff, like all the things, it was all on me. Like I was taught all of these things. What were you taught? You were taught to, thank you, Susan. You were taught to be the pillars that hold the tabletop. You were taught that you were the legs to the table. And that if you don't hold all of that shit together, the table's going to fall over and everything's going to get spilled and ruined. You were taught that if you don't do it, it won't be done right. You were taught that it's easier to do it yourself than to ask for help. You were taught that the best way to bring groceries in from the back of the car is to take them all in at once. You just load them up on your arms and it's okay that you're going to get through the door and you kind of huff and puff about it because nobody's helping you. And if you make enough noise, they're going to help you. Maybe that's just me. But you were taught these things. These are, you did not have, I really want you to take this. You were not given free will to choose who you want it to be. You weren't. You were given a template of this is how you stay unharmed or the least amount of harm anyways. You didn't get to choose who you became. You didn't get to choose how you thrived. You didn't get to choose how you expressed your emotions. You didn't get to choose. You did not have the free will to choose those things. And that is not fair. It's not fair that you had to become the product of this is what keeps me the most safe in the bullshit life that I'm being raised in. You weren't given permission. but you have it now. You have permission now. It's your turn. It's your turn to truly learn how to thrive. It's your turn to discover. It's your turn to discover what wants to be dissolved within you. What are these limitations that want to be dissolved within you? What are these pieces that are saying, it doesn't work anymore? We don't want to do this. I'm exhausted. It's your turn to feel restored and to feel rest. It's your turn to understand this is how life desires to create through me. Imagine, okay? I'm just at the beginning phases of this. Like, okay, it is January 29th, right? I have seen in my meditations, you guys know I am done in Ontario. Get me to the West Coast. Oh my God, get me to Vancouver. I ache to live in Vancouver. So here's where I'm at. I have closed all the doors to myself. And here's my desire list. Here's what I'm moving into. So you guys are going to watch this all unfold with me because I have no fucking clue how this is going to happen. I have zero clue how this is actually going to unfold. But in my meditations, here's what I'm getting. So I close the doors on, so I rest now. I give myself permission to be the sacred lioness. I am moving out of trauma response fully. I have regulated my nervous system and allowed it to become my sacred nervous system, which took me months and months and months and months to write the program and actually do it for myself. And I'm teaching people how to do it in 6 weeks. Like, that's fucking rad. So I've done that. Every morning I'm discovering what's holding me back, right? And my recent discovery is, holy fuck, I'm the energy of overflow. I am overflowing. I overflow my love. I'm really loving, even though I can be pretty spicy. I'm so loving. I overflow love just like you do. I overflow nurturing. I overflow kindness. I overflow passion. Uh, I would like a turn at passion. You know what I'm saying? Just gonna put that out there. I overflow joy. I overflow laughter. I am the vibration of overflow. I've just discovered this in the last week. And so I'm like, okay, that's what's moving through me is overflow. So then I discovered the reason why some corners in my life are not overflowing is because I believed very deep down that when I received enough, I could take a quick breath. Okay. So this is a pattern I've gone through for 47 years. Okay. Get to the point where there's enough. Everything's covered. Everybody's taken care of. Finances are taken care of. Bills are taken care of. Everything's taken care of. Okay. Whew, there's just a tiny bit left over. Just have a rest for a minute and then go back into action. And so I would rest for a minute. I'd be like, okay, it's time to have more. So I need to give more nurturing, more laughter, more whatever, more prosperity, more bills, whatever that be. So then I go into action again. I'd be like, okay, create. And I'm a phenomenal creator. I can create anything. And so I got into this cycle that I didn't know I was doing. And the thing that was holding me back was I can rest once everything is taken care of. When there's enough, I'm going to rest and then I'm going to do it again. That I call fucking bullshit. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I realize instead, I am the vibration. I am the energy. I am the experience of overflow. So now I'm like, oh, wait, I'm going to overflow. I like overflow is just moving through me. So everything in my life is overflowing now. And so in my meditations, this is what I'm seeing. Ready? I have seen the condo that I'll be moving into several times. I have seen, I think, how it's going to unfold or somehow how it's going to unfold. There's some hints there to how it's going to happen. So I don't have to fucking worry about it. I have seen the day my daughter and I and her cat get on a plane to go home, to leave Ontario and go home. I have seen myself coming home for the first time with groceries in my new condo. I know what it looks like. I know what color the walls are. I know what the kitchen layout is. I know what the veranda is. I know the timeline. And I'm like, I feel the timeline is like March, April. And I'm like, whoa, that's beautiful. So I've got these visions of it. Then I have seen love. I have seen love come in and I know exactly what they feel like. I know exactly what they smell like. I know exactly what it feels like to have that interaction with them. And so I know that's on its way in and around the same timeline, if not sooner. So I see all of these things. I feel them coming to me because I'm in a state of being able to rest and experience what is moving through me. And then I got this vision. So I'm going to try and paint this vision of like how it works energetically. I'll be teaching this in the Galactic February channeling sessions in Starseed Rebellion. But the real quick snapshot of it is all of this beautiful gold energy is like universal flow. So, like prosperity, love, highest possible outcome, thriving, happiness, joy, laughter. Oh my God, safety, arrived. Oh, just there. Like it's over. The hardships are over. The hard work is over. This is your life forever. The ease. Okay. So it's this beautiful gold energy and it's like pouring through my back. It's like pushing through my back and through my heart, through my cosmic heart, into my energetic field. And then it's just going into the world. And that gold energy is creating and vacuuming me forward. So I don't even have to walk. Like, do you know how cool this is? Like, this is a big deal. This is a massive deal to just sit and be easy and be received by life. Have life be like, this way, baby. Baby girl, over here. Here's the thing for you. Like, like I have butlers and service and I like not metaphorically, energetically, spiritually, right? And they're just like, here, honey, here's your prosecco. And here we would like to introduce you to this chapter of your life. Okay. So everything's all set. There you go. Enjoy. And I'm like, oh, thank you. And I just get to arrive into it. I don't even have to plan it. And I'm the planner for everything. I'm the planner for everything. You ever have a travel princess as your partner? You ever have one of those where you travel a lot and you've got to tag along a travel princess where you do the packing for them, everything? Their clothes, their toiletries, the fucking sunscreen. You plan the trip, you plan the tickets, you book it, you take care of it, you schedule the hotel for the night before at the airport, you set the alarm, you wake them up in the morning, be like, it's time to get up and get ready for a trip. Like, I am the full fucking planner of everything in my life. I plan everything. Everything has been my responsibility my whole fucking life. Nobody has ever taken the lead for me, ever, ever. I do it all. And now I have energetic butlers. And I just get to be like, oh, that's where we're going? Okay, great. Thank you. Like, this is better than rich girl era. This is better than hot girl era. This is better than anything because all I have to do now is be like, oh, yeah, that's where I'm going. Okay, thanks. And just say thank you and be grateful and enjoy it and love it. Like, it's so fucking good. And I know with everything in me that these visions that are coming through in my dreams, oh my God, my dreams, in my meditations, in my journaling sessions, baby girl, you're here. You are here now. This is it. And you never have to lift a finger again. You simply have to listen. Just pick up the phone when it rings. That's all you have to do. And this is what we're all getting to do now. This is what we're doing. Just walk. We don't have to race. We don't have to run. This is our timeline. But it's not going to happen if you don't take action, if you don't take action inside yourself, if you don't take action towards self awareness. You must be self aware. And so this week, I have been hanging out with my teenage self, that girl who, fuck man, wanted out of the house so bad. Like, I tried to run away. I saved up all my extra pennies to buy a plane ticket to fly, ironically, to Vancouver. So I'm like 16 and I saved up all my pennies. This is such a fun story. All my pennies to fly to Vancouver. And because I had friends out there and their mom was like, yeah, you can totally come. You're 16. Like, fucking let's go. Let's go. And so I'm like, I'm fucking leaving. Like, my house was so abusive at 16. I had saved up enough money for a plane ticket. That money got stolen from me from one of my parents. Yeah. They found out, took the money, and sorry, you are stuck here again, which spiraled me into an attempt to leave this planet at 18. Um, just didn't realize I was cute. Okay, so that's the point. She was trapped, and she was exhausted, and everything was on her shoulders, and she had no idea. She had no voice. She had no idea of what her worth was. She fucking didn't know it, and she was so naive because we were Jehovah's Witnesses, so I was completely sheltered. Like, oof, girl. So I've been hanging out with her, and this is how she used to wear her hair in high school, minus the half-shaved head. This is exactly what my hair looked like in high school. So I think more youthful though, right? It's like 47 after menopause, it gets a little dry, but anyway. So today it was like, "I'm gonna do it for you." And she was like, "Oh my God, look at us all grown up." And I'm like, "I know." So right now that's the energy. It's like we're spending time with those corners, with those spaces of ourselves, those versions of ourselves that we're at the point of, I don't want to, I don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to wake up. I don't want to put on a fake smile. I don't want to walk the hallways of high school and act like everything's fine. I don't want to hide the bruises, the physical bruises and the emotional bruises. I don't want to hold back my tears and my rage. I don't want to. I don't want to say, okay, when another task is handed to me from abusive parents. I don't want to say, you're right, every time that verbal abuse was thrown upon her. I don't want to do it. And then I certainly, at 10 o'clock at night, sitting in my room, staring in the mirror, don't want to go to sleep knowing it's just going to start all over again. I don't want to do it. That's what we're healing right now. Her. We're healing that girl that is exhausted already at such a young age, before she even knew what being an adult was, before she even knew that she was going to have permission to choose who she wants to be. She gets to undo all of the things that she was taught to be to stay alive, to stay safe, while fighting against wanting to stay alive. Like, that's a whole fuckery in itself. So spend time with her right now, this week. It's all about her. It's, what do you want to put down? Walk with her. Walk with her and walk with me. Like, this is the timeline for it. This is where we come together. I got a little emotional with that. My eyes went a bit pink. Okay. So what I want to do now, oh, it's big energy. And my emotion right now isn't sadness, it's ache. Like, I know, I know how much it sucks. I know how scary it is to walk away from a partner, right? I know a lot of you are doing that right now. You're walking away from a partner and being like, what the fuck does it look like? What is the thing to me? Are they going to take from me? Where am I going to live? What about the kids? What about finances? Like, what do I do? I know that pain. I know the pain of, I ache to be in purpose and I'm doing this stupid ass fucking job. I was in the corporate world, and every motherfucking corporate job I had, I was a high level, C-level advisor. There was the sexual harassment that I had to go through, the nobody knowing what my job was because I worked on contract. And so everybody thinking that I sucked dick to get to the top. Like, the vicious accusations, the people thinking they can just touch your body or compliment on your body or stare at your breasts instead of actually paying attention to what you're bringing forward in the meeting. You fire someone and then you're the most royal cunt on the planet. Like, the accusations, the forced upon, put on the fucking smile. Oh my fucking God. Like, I hated my corporate life. And I knew I was meant for something, but it was so fucking scary to walk away from a really good six-figure fucking paycheck to nothing, to how do I build this, to do I go on Facebook? Like, what the fuck do I do? Like, I started like that. I started with like, I don't fucking know how I'm gonna pull this off. I started working this full time, like in the corporate career, dealing with all that bullshit, trying to squeeze in on weekends, readings, card readings. Like, I know the ache to be a divine purpose so fucking well. And I know how terrifying it is to walk away from the 9 to 5 3D life and into this. It didn't happen overnight for me. There was a lot of blood, sweat, and tears and fear. Holy crap, it was scary. I know that fear. I know the fear of horrific custody battles with your kids and your ex. Like, there's all of these what feels like mountains that we have to climb right now because we're closing the door, and it's terrifying. It's terrifying to have no awareness as to what is next. It can be. I likened it to climbing a mountain a little while ago. I don't know, maybe last week. And then I discovered how to move mountains, like literally energetically move mountains. So these big things that are in front of me, I don't have to climb them anymore. I know how to move them. That's where we're arriving. And it starts with understanding where you're holding yourself back with the unknown trauma response and how the nervous system is going into this is what I have to do in order to stay some kind of safe. I can't thrive. How fucking dare I thrive? But some kind of safe. I gotta hold it all together. And that's not what we have to do. And it's not about letting it go all at once because your nervous system is not gonna it's not gonna do well with that. You're gonna go into panic, you're gonna go overload, and you're just gonna repeat a horrible cycle. So it's not about that either. It's one step in front of the other. It's one discovery of self after the next, after the next, after the next. That's what we have to go through. So let's go into the cards and get some direction from that. I want to quickly look at the comments. Um, 1, 2, or 3. I'm going to start to organize my cards here as I quickly look at the comments. But I want you to tap into 1, 2, or 3 for you. Or is it a progression or a combination? It could be any of those things. Let me have a quick look. Yes, Susan. Oh my God, our 16-year-old selves would love each other, like hardcore love each other. Well, we should just have a dance party, like a on Zoom dance party where all of our dress up as your 16-year-old self and bring her forward. Oh my goodness. Right? I can really relate to you. Actually, rest was forced upon me, for lack of a better way of putting it. I have multiple sclerosis, and as it progresses, I find my energy very limited. Okay, and I also have MS. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. I find my energy is very limited, and what I'm trying to overcome now is the guilt and anxious feeling when I am resting, which admittedly is most of the time. Okay, so I was diagnosed first with lupus, and then because it's all kind of this fucked up umbrella, and then I was diagnosed as just for Anne, and then we're gonna go into cards. And then they told me it was MS, so the diagnosis was MS for quite some time. I was in a wheelchair or walking with a cane. I couldn't walk on my own, and I certainly couldn't get out of bed. I had all of the things, and then they were like, well, maybe it's just really aggressive fibromyalgia, maybe it's rheumatoid arthritis, because they couldn't. It kept morphing into all of the things. And this was for, oh my God, 26 to 40. Um, and now I have none of it. It's like zero symptoms. Um, the only thing I get is the symptoms will kind of display themselves if I get a little bit panicky. You can 100% heal that shit. Do not go off your medication or your medical regime. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying you actually can liberate yourself from it. But that's a whole different conversation. So, and when it feels right, book a book of life with me. Cindy has I have a little bit of availability left. Just do that and we'll talk about it. Okay, 1, 2, or 3. Thank you for sharing that though. I understand how vulnerable it is. Okay. Oh, Susan, I love you so much. Okay, 1, 2, or 3. I see it going. Here we go. Let's get some direction. I'm going to do this in a little bit of a different way. I don't know what that is, but that wants to come out. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do in 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to give you a human answer and a starseed answer. This is how the energy forecast came out this week. Okay. Ready? We have an arching theme, and then we've got 1, 2, and 3. So let's go into the overall theme, shall we? Okay, so for all of us, we've got some starseed information. We've got some human direction as well. So the overall theme of this week is it is really about I'm gonna start with this. It is about letting go. So we're doing self-reflection, okay? So it's never what the card says. I know a lot of you have the same decks. The cards just speak to me differently each time. So our overall theme is we're going to be looking in the mirror and doing a lot of self-reflecting. I feel like this is teenage self being like, okay, what's going on here? So we're doing this reflection and understanding what did I teach my damn self based on what the motherfuckers taught me. Okay. So we're just going to get like a little spicy with it. Like, what mother lesson what did they do to me? And I chose to perceive it this way as somehow this is my fucking role. So we're looking at what did I pick up from my caregivers? What did I pick up from my experiences from in our teenage years? Most of us have our first time or a lot of times in the, intimacy factor. What did they teach me? So I want you to look at the first time were intimate. What did you learn? What did you learn about intimacy? What did you learn about intimacy with your parents, your caregivers? What did you learn about prosperity through your caregivers? What did you learn about responsibility? What did you learn about what's your job? What's your role? What was your role when you were 15, 16, 14, 15, 16, 17? That's the age gap that we're looking at. So this is the reflective piece all of us are looking at. Then we're going to look at the fact that we are really moving into soul growth. Okay. So the starseed energy of this is you can communicate with your higher self, like 100% you can. So, what advice would they give to you? So, I want you to think about what advice are you going to give to your teenage self now that you know a little bit better, right? Mostly. I just choked on my own spit. This is amazing. What advice would you give your teenage self, and what advice do you truly think your future self would give to you? Chances are, it's probably staying in your fucking power and your wisdom. So this is how the overall energy is ending for us here. Are you standing in your power? Are you standing in your wisdom? Or are you standing in your reactionary? Remembering that our nervous system, so please sign up for the newsletter. I will let you know when I'm relaunching the retreat that I'm running right now, which is all about bringing your nervous system from the protector to the director into the sacred nervous system so that you can become the whole gateway of everything that wants to move through you as we move through these waves this year. So it will be coming out in May again. Strongly suggest this one. I will push until I have no breath left because it's what's required right now for us. Okay. So your nervous system can't be in its full power and you can't understand your full wisdom if you are responding from the old lessons, right? So this was January's energy was getting clear, and February's close the door, close the door, close the door. So you can catch up. You just really got to pay attention. And if you really, really, really want this first wave, get a seat in one of the two spots that are remaining in Tired of Holding Everything program. Let's go into number ones. Starseed and human. Okay, number ones, my loves. When was the last time you had a good cry? Like, I it took me 47 years to learn how to cry. I didn't start crying until I was 47. 46, just before 47, so a little while ago. Um, when was the last time you had a good cry? That energy wants to overflow, energy wants to move through you. If you can't cry, you're not good at it. I need you to have the type of laugh that makes you almost pee yourself. You know, when you're laughing so hard that you have to like cross your legs or you got to sit on your heel. Maybe that's just an older lady thing, probably just an older lady thing. So, youngins, baby sisters, the laugh that makes your belly hurt, like that, you need that. There's a release aching to happen. This release, what I want you to pay attention to is as you're moving through it, whether it's crying or that deep, deep laugh, set yourself up for success. Okay. So when I used to cry, I'd have to force it. So I'd have a playlist that I'd listen to, lock myself in the bathroom, in the bathtub with the tub running so nobody could hear me. Blah, blah. Now I live all by myself. And it just happens naturally now. But I want you to give yourself space and grace for it. So set yourself up to have uninterrupted space to have this emotion move through you. Now, if you're doing a laugh, I want you to call your bestie and be like, we need to find a way to laugh until we piss. Like, I want my abs to hurt tomorrow. And then as you're moving through that, I want you to, as you're feeling like the heightened state of it, ask yourself what wants to come out? What else wants to come out? And give yourself permission, especially if you go into the crying one. What else wants to come out right now? There's this gateway for you. I do feel like March's doorways are really going to present themselves to you. You are going to have opportunities presented to you in March for sure, whoever's chosen number one. But for that to happen, this release has to happen, right? So I want you to kind of go into that and then ask yourself, there is also a big love vibe here for you. I want you to ask yourself, where can I let go of urgency? Right? This is what your oversoul is asking for. Where can I let go of urgency? So this is your starseed energy. Where can I let go of things being urgent and contemplating? So I'm going to give you an example of Diane's world. My God. In the past, every time that I would meet someone that I had fondness for, I would then go into immediate contemplation of, is this my future forever? Like, what are you doing? Every single one. Is this gonna be long term? Is this gonna be long term? Am I safe? Like, is this gonna be my long-term person? I remember talking it out endlessly with my friends, like, I don't know if this is like my forever. It's like, just enjoy it. Just enjoy the orgasms. Just enjoy the dates. Just enjoy the hangouts, dude. Like, calm the fuck down. So I was urgent all the time, right? So I couldn't really let in something that truly served me. It took me a long time to get out of that urgency. The other urgency would be like I'm moving to Vancouver, right? I am moving to Vancouver. Period. I don't know how, I don't know when, I don't know where, but I'm not putting urgency on it. Whereas 5 years ago, me would have been like, huh? Calling moving companies, how much does it cost? Looking at plane tickets, how much does it cost? Drive across the country, fly across the country. Like, what should I do? Like I would have been all up in it. Whereas I'm just like, no, I know I'm going, and I know I'm going soon. So if people are like, "You're moving? Like, when are you moving?" And I'm like, "I don't know. Soon." "What do you mean soon?" "It's soon." So we're taking the urgency out. So I want you to like kind of put that aside. Now, the other piece of this is um, I've been studying. So you all are probably going to be some of the women in this upcoming container that I'm holding in February because I've been working on for a bit now how to unscramble the female brain, right? So I'm moving into just working with women. Like, boys, you go figure yourselves out. I right now I'm all about the girls in a lot of different ways, but we'll get into that later. Um, but this is unscrambling your mind. It's in the chaos, in the sorting out, in the am I being chosen energy, whether that's romantically, whether that's financially, whether that's career wise, whether that's um, creating content. And am I being chosen? I don't want you asking that question anymore. So I want you to catch different ways in which you are asking that question. I want you to like, where am I doing that? Where am I looking to be chosen instead of I already know that I am what I am. I don't need to be chosen. It like I choose. I just have to point my finger to what I want and that comes to me. Like we're moving out of that attempt to be seen and instead being sacredly witnessed. There's a big difference between those two vibes. So this week you're going to play with where am I trying to be chosen or where am I in the chaotic female brain going, okay, nobody's choosing me or why am I not getting the help? Why am I not being supported? Why like where is it hiding? I want you to pay attention to that. And I just want you to journal around it because you're going to get clarity on that probably towards like Friday. Like that's tomorrow there's going to be clarity for you. But I'm feeling like by the time I see you here again next week, you're going to have a lot of aha moments that are going to help you put down pieces that are not serving you. All right, into number twos. Release, control, and allow. Yeah, yeah. I moved to Panama. I have a friend that's possibly moving to Panama. I've been there. It's beautiful. Okay. Number twos. You have a blockage, darling, on you do not believe that life is loyal to you. I'm going to say it again for the people in the back. There is a blockage in regards to you not believing that life is loyal to you. So that's going to show up in a few dysfunctional ways. It's going to show up in dysfunctional relationships, like partners cheating all the time, gossip, backstabbing. It could look like not getting the promotion. It could look like if you're trying to move into divine purpose, not getting clients. It could look like not finding your voice. It could look like your boundaries being stepped on all the time. It could look like life's not loyal to me. I want you to process that one. I want you to dive specifically into that belief. Um, and are you really take this in? Ready? Are you really truly loyal to your teenage self? Are you really actually loyal to your inner babe, your inner being? Or are you still looking in the mirror and saying, shit? Are you judging it? Are you judging them? Are you judging your body? Are you loyal to your body? Are you loyal to your goals? You want to lose weight, but you keep eating McDonald's? Are you loyal to your self care? Are you loyal to your four bodies, your emotional, physical, mental, spiritual body? Are you loyal to your meditations? Are you loyal to your prosperity? Or do you bring it in and take it out as fast as it goes and tell it it's not enough? So I want you to look at where you are not loyal. And I want you to start to correct those things and ask yourself why. That's the limitation that you're working on right now. This is going to break you open. This isn't about forgiveness. Forgiveness is bullshit. Just so you know, I talk about that in my book too. Fuck forgiveness. No, it's not about that. It's about neutrality. It's about compassion. It's about being witness too and being like, oh, well, what would be the better outcome here? Um, this is a breaking open timeline for you if you let it. Does it hurt? Is it uncomfortable? 100%. It sucks ass. Like going into those shadow spaces is like, oh, fuck, here we go again. Crying hurts. It's shameful. There's shame pieces, there's guilt, there's all of this stuff. But what I will say at the bottom of it, and you can bypass all the pain, the thing that hurts the most in your life, no matter what, no matter who did you wrong, the thing that hurts the most is the fact that you abandoned yourself and that you didn't listen to your own fucking intuition. That's the thing that hurts the most. So let's stop doing that and start moving towards full honor of self. So this week it's about how do you change the loyalty? How do you change the loyalty? Um, this is the way the healing journey goes. We go anger. Anger protects grief, and then grief evolves into power. So if you are moving from the angry, how dare they, how dare they, how dare they, fuck them, blah, 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 they abandon me, they never get me the good presents, they don't even think about me, they do last minute Christmas shopping and they don't even think about what I want, how fuck them, how dare they not, da, 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 how dare they cheat on me, da, da. You're pointing a finger, and there are three fingers pointing back at you, saying, if you have four fingers, that is, saying, you're abandoning yourself again. You're settling again. You're not setting boundaries again. You are abandoning yourself. So the anger is going to be like, and then you're going to be like, oh, and then we go into grief and it hurts. You're going to go into grief of those of you that are walking away from relationships because there's a lot of us. Holy fuck. Um, it's sad. It's like, "Oh, I thought this was gonna be my forever," or "I didn't think this was gonna go this way," or "The family's falling apart," or whatever's happening, and we're sad. We're like, "Oh my god, this is horrible. This is so sad." But underneath it, the grief is actually, "Why did I hold on so long? Why did I abandon myself for so long?" Right? And then that turns into when you honor that space, it turns into power. And that was this card, your power and your wisdom. So, anger, grief, power. Anger is protecting grief. It will always protect grief. Don't let it be like, shut up. We're getting into the grief piece. Just bypass it all. Go right into the grief. Okay. Number threes. What the fuck is going on with you guys? In a good way, not a bad way. You're doing the work, man. Like, I feel like those of you that have chosen number 3, like, you've come a really all of you, but number 3s, you're fucking doing great. You're doing so good. You have done so much work. It is so evident. You are changing. You're you're arriving. You are arriving. You're not doing it wrong. This is for all of us, but more so number 3s. You are not doing it wrong. You've never done it wrong. You've navigated a life that has kept you safe and secure and, well, in its own way, that has kept you here till now because now is your timeline. You are absolutely meant to move through these doorways in March. There is big divine golden energy, golden avian energy, blue avian energy, Lyran energy, um, Octurian energy, Palladian energy working with you, through you, for the world. You are here to accomplish something really, 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 really powerful. And we're going to go in waves. We're going to go in first wave holds the torches for the second wave. And then we hold more torches for the third wave. And then we go into 2027 and we all stand together, united, and go, this is unity. Not what you're all doing over there. This is unity. And there's enough of us at that timeline that people are like, oh, wait, I think we're doing it wrong. And then we start to see over the course of 6 years after that, like humanity moving over into unity. And we all are standing in our own individual perceptions, realities, choices, and being held in love. So it's so amazing. Like we're getting there. Okay. So number 3s, you're fucking doing it and you have big purpose and keep walking your path. Really look at, do you trust? Trust is one of the most challenging vibrations to embody. Do you trust? Do you trust your intuition? Do you trust your heart? Your heart has been asking for it's been asking for all of these things for so long. It's your turn. It's your turn. Okay. So I don't want you to get your hooks in on it has to be this, this, or that. I want you instead to get your hooks in. This is what it feels like to know that I have arrived at the finish line of challenge. Let yourself arrive. And then every time that you want to move into challenge, we're going to go, oh, no, 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 I don't. Sacred lioness, I'll just take a nap in the sun. It'll sort itself out. I'll have my energetic butlers do it. Thank you. If you could just take care of that. Thanks. I'm just going to rest. Mm. That's what you're going to do now. So you're going to work on that. Absolutely stunning. Absolutely beautiful. You guys are phenomenal. I love my Thursdays with you. So thank you. All right, quick look at the comments and see if I can answer any questions. And then I'm going to peace out. Sherry, I'm sorry that you lost a friend. It's really hard. Can I ask you, when you meet your twin playing, and when you are in separation, back together in a new version and continue to build your relationship? I'm not quite sure. I think there's some typos in that, but what I will say, you do you. I don't know. That's not how I function. I don't go backwards. I don't go backwards. And if it's not right now, it's not right. And I will not go backwards. Like, I know my value, I know my worth. And if you want to show up at the table and see it for a minute and then choose to do something else, then you didn't see it. And that's not my fucking problem because everything you offered me, it will be better. I'm always this or better, this or better, this or better. So I learned what I experienced and I go, I love all of this that are better in someone who is going to absolutely see my reflection and hold my reflection. I don't know if anything is forever. I don't think there's a be all end all. I think that it's free will and that if someone that you are a fraction of, because I believe that we're all fractions of each other, but some of those fractions are smaller fractions and bigger fractions. So if a bigger fraction of you comes in and you both choose to walk the path together, it could be sustainable for lifetimes. Absolutely, it could be. But it's a choice to walk that path together, which means you are not leading the way. You are not supporting with their healing. You are not mentoring them. You are not doing Reiki on them. You are not doing massages on them. You are not their motherfucking therapist. You are none of that. They come to the table to be present with you as you do them. And it's not your role to heal each other. It's your roles to do that individually and come together in discovery. So if you are working with a twin flame or anything like that, I don't even think twin flames are real, but whatever. I think it's a whole bunch of bullshit malarkey for you to hold on to toxic relationships and keep yourself suppressed. Thank you, Oprah Winfrey, for putting out Eckhart Tolle. Like, we have all these things that say this is what spirituality is. This is a glass ceiling. I'm going to go on a rant. Ready? This is the glass ceiling of where we're meant to be. And so let's introduce spirituality and being a minimalist and being vegan and being wearing beads and gowns and flowers in your fucking hair. Go stand in the woods in gowns and take pictures of yourselves because that means you're so fucking woke. And this whole like movement. And in that movement comes the concept of twin flame of look for your forever one. Look for them, hunt for them, search for them. You must find them. And what does that do? That keeps you in the energy opposite of the sacred fucking lioness. It keeps you in the energy of striving, trying, pushing, looking, searching, hunting. Fuck that. No. No, 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 no. And then your twin flame, yeah, they're going to reflect the twin flame will help you heal all of your things and you reflect each other and it'll be very challenging. Have you not had a challenge with every other fucker in your life? Every lover I've had has brought to the surface something for me to heal. Every single one of them. My fucking own children bring things to the surface. So, but we have this lens of, so sorry, I'm going on a spicy rant, but here we are. We have this lens of the twin flames definition. So, this toxic relationship where they want to project onto me and challenge me to my core. Obviously, this is the love of my life. Are you fucking real? Like, do you think that that's how the universe wants to operate? The universe wants to operate through suppression? No, no, that's called toxic. That's called no thank you. So we don't do that. You heal your damn self. You will always attract in what you are. So whatever's going on in your belief structure of love and intimacy and all those things, poof, there's your equal every single fucking time. And you're going to learn something from them if you want to, or you can stay toxic and avoidant and learn nothing. Like my ex, nothing. It's up to you. That's the part where you have free will. You get to reflect, you get to see your reflection in everything that is. And as you do that, you go, oh, I'm going to level up. And if your partner wants to level up with you, fuck, that's a keeper. Yeah, hold on to that one for a bit. Love the fuck out of that one. Do all the things to that one. But if they don't, take a step back and just continue to focus on you. Because what happens, the truth of what happens when something is aligned with you, it is there front and center. And the moment it is not aligned with you, the easiest happens. So, in the quantum realm, I talk about this in my book, in the quantum realm, in the truth of how spirituality works, the highest possible outcome with the path of least resistance is always the way when you are leaning into the consciousness that you are, the universal flow that you are. If you are resisting that, you're going to have block after block after block after block after block. So, when it comes to partnership, and I am seeing this with my own breakup that I just went through a few months ago, and my sisters who are going through the same thing, and my students who are going through the same thing. When you lean into your vibration and you lean into your healing, the breakup is like butter. It's beautiful. It is beautiful. It is easy. It is not challenging. It is not ugly. It is loving. It is supportive. And it becomes mutual. And it becomes two humans who cared about each other, finding the best possible solution to everything involved. I am watching it happen across the board with dozens of my sisters right now and students. And that's how mine went. It was just like, yeah, well, this sucks. However, yeah, no, I get it. Okay, cool. Well, let's figure out a plan. So that's what's going to happen. So that was a big around me thinking that someone was asking about a twin flame, but that is for somebody here. Somebody here needed to know that today. So there's that. All right, my loves. Finding someone who wants to grow is not easy at my age. Well, if you tell yourself that, Sandra, then yeah, that's going to be the experience. Are you growing at your age? So then there's others. But if you want to tell the story of nobody wants to, then you're going to have the experience of attracting people in who do not want to. So your perception is your reality. How you perceive the world is what you are creating all of the time. I I'm 47 and I am a fucking sacred lioness. Yeah, my lover exists 100% and they are available for me and it will be beautiful. It will be 100% beautiful. It will be my perfect reflection at this phase in my life. I trust that. I know that. And I know the same thing for you, my love. The exact same thing for you. But whatever story we tell ourselves is always going to be our reality. So we want to look at I not not directly to you, just anybody in the comments. If we are going into that's been your experience because that's your perception. So the more we tell ourselves, the more we go into, not you, but everybody, that we go into toxic vulnerability of poor me, when we go into all the reasons to be toxic with our own vulnerability. You don't know how hard it is. You don't know how challenging it is. My age, my race, my sexual preference, getting in the career world, doing all of this. There's no good fish in the sea. These are toxic, vulnerable traits that we go into because you're aching to be held, you're aching to be seen, and you're aching to be loved. And because you're aching for that, you deserve it and it's available for you. It's so available for you. So when I see people going into toxic vulnerability or poor me or it doesn't exist, there's two things that are going on there. One, your soul is aching to be held and loved, which means it exists. You don't experience an ache for something if it's not available for you. That's not how the quantum realm works. It works in it's available for you and the energy starts to hit you and you go, oh, I ache for this because it's already on its way to you that you're feeling it. That's how the quantum realm works. We just think it's backwards, right? But if we tell ourselves the stories of, you don't know how hard it is, or this has been my experience, that's because it's what you let yourself experience. It's because that's the energy that you are putting into the world. So instead, we're going to stop looking at what you're putting into the world and what you've been receiving. If I told that story, I would have been, I would have had every bone in my body broken and I would have been the R word, highly violated intimately, like by every human on this planet if I kept telling myself the story of what was, right? I ended up homeless because everybody just left her and everybody took from me in every way possible. But I didn't tell that story anymore. I didn't tell that. If I can fucking get here, like I should have been on crack sucking for a living. Like that should have been my outcome according to the statistics, according to what I went through. Like that's where I should have ended up highly addicted to something and sucking off for money. Like there was no hope in hell for me. And I'm here. So if I can do this, you can absolutely find love. 100% you can find love. I promise you, you can find love. You can find divine purpose. You can find all of the things. It's there for you, love. It is there for you. Let yourself believe it. Let yourself receive it. You've just got to figure out what the block is in your subconscious. Oh, okay. Oh, Angela, thank you for that. Just have faith, right? Amazing. I love you guys. Thank you for hanging out with me. Y'all stayed through that rant. I can see the count on this. Oh, apparently I haven't had one of those. A few months ago, you talked about the Merkaba and reactivating it. I've been looking into it, and I have a book, 2 books, talking about its importance and meditation to activate it explains also why. So, yeah, the Merkaba is not what we think it is. And neither is the chakra system, which is why I don't teach Reiki anymore. But anyway, we're not going to go on another rant. I've had enough for today. You've had enough for today. Mwah. I love you. Thank you for hanging out with me. I look so forward to this time together and seeing all the comments. And then I go meditate right afterwards. And then I make myself my new drink is a rusty nail. Has anyone ever tried a rusty nail? I'm sorry. But tonight I will making a rusty nail. There, mwah, delicious. And I will read all of the comments tonight. So thank you for being here. Love you all so much. Until I see you again, go find a million reasons to say